Well, Andy, looking back before we look forwards, and it was certainly an entertaining match at home to Port Vale at the weekend.
Brilliant game, great advert for the league, like I said, great advert for both teams, and I think it was like two teams really going for it, trying to get the win rather than sitting back on the 0-0. There was moments, looking back, there was obviously their moment which I've seen back now, and yeah, we was lucky with that. There's no doubt about that. But I understand why the linesman didn't give it. I've got to be honest, because he's on that side, etc. But I've still been gutted. But that aside, I thought we was excellent. I thought we should have had 2 or 3 by that point. But it wasn't to be. Just a very good football match and a clean sheet and another point on the board.
Reflecting on the early part of the season, do you feel we're now learning the level that little bit more?
Nervously, I say yes, because I don't think we're there. I think what we are, and myself included, you know, we've had to learn a little bit about the league and the way teams go about their stuff. But that said, you know, I think we've kind of gone away from worrying about the league and sort of really gone back to basics and worrying about us. And I think maybe we might have been overthinking everyone else early doors. But you know, since you know. Early on in the season when results weren't quite going our way, we've just really concentrated on us, and that's really been what it is. We're just going to keep concentrating on what we do and how we do it and how we go about it, and make sure we just keep getting results.
And it seems from the outside watching that in the past few weeks the team has become increasingly difficult to break down, a difficult side to beat. I
think if you was to say, probably since I've been here, my teams have always been that, and I kind of pride myself on that. I don't think I'll make any secret. You get clean sheets, you're always going to create chances, and that was evident Saturday. So I'll always build a team around that, and I think it's really important. You know, there'll be other managers that just go out all attack, and that's their philosophy. But every team we put out is always pretty solid, always in the game. And I think if that's what we are, hard to beat and hard to break down, I'll take that.
And looking back to last night, the B team had a fixture away to Exeter City, and Deji Lay away got a good amount of minutes in that one.
Yeah, it was a good tick box for Deji now, so he's played his 90 minutes. We've had to go through all of this sort of proper protocol with him just to make sure that he's exactly where we want him and we don't make the same mistake we made before with his hamstring. So yeah, he's come through that well, and yeah, he's now, after probably the weekend, there'll be a contention for us.
George Penn and Frankie Morley joined Cray Wanderers last week, made their debut a day later for their loan period, and won at top of the league, which is great for them and great for Cray, isn't it?
It's brilliant. I mean, look, George and Frankie are 2 really big prospects of this football club. Both good players. George obviously made his debut for us at Charlton, and Frankie's been with us pretty much most of the season. You know, he's pre-season come away with us. We've got a lot of high hopes for both those boys, so this will be part of their development now, going to Cray, pretty much like Kellum and Ben did all that time ago, and hopefully we can have the same results with both those boys. It's early in their development, and again we thank Cray and Neil Smith for taking his players, trusting his players, and giving them minutes and helping them on their journey.
We had the Ravens Chat Christmas lunch downstairs today. A lot of them turning up. They're great for this club, aren't they? Great characters.
Well, I went down there and saw them. They are brilliant characters, and I did say to them, I noticed all the years I paid for it, I was invited, and now I haven't paid for it. None of you invited me, but they're brilliant. They're lovely people. It's so important what we do with the Ravens Chat and all that generation of people that, for various reasons, come together on a Thursday and have moments together, and I really enjoy their company, and I think it goes back to what we are. We're a community football club, and we really want to maintain that.
Saturday and a first ever trip to Morecambe, and it's not a short trip, is it?
No, it's my first trip to Morecambe as well. In all my career I've never been there, so yeah, it'd be difficult. It'd be a difficult game. I think if anyone thinks it's going to be an easy game, we just got to remind ourselves that we're the new kids in the block. We've just come up. We can't start getting ahead of ourselves. Morecambe have been a league club way longer than us, so they'll be the favourites for this game. And we've got to go there and make sure we're just resilient and solid, and make sure we do what we do and concentrate on us. But you know, we certainly won't be showing any disrespect to Morecambe. Regardless of league position, you know, that's all irrelevant, let me tell you that. So we'll be going there, you know, with the utmost respect for Morecambe and their management team, and ready to slug it out.
And finally, just going back to the fans, I'm not sure if you've heard that the fans are doing fancy dress away to Morecambe on Saturday, and they've actually raised over £2,000 for Great Ormond Street Hospital, which is a fantastic effort.
That's fantastic. Nothing surprises me with those travelling fans. They're fantastic. They travel, they go. The other week at Acton, Morecambe's even further, so fair play to them. And as always, win or lose, win, draw or lose, we'll be showing our gratitude to them, and I might even try and pick out the best fancy dress out of the outfits.
Andy, thanks for your time.
Cheers, thank you.